A very good day to everyone. Today I'll be reviewing another book from the Barnes&Noble Leatherbound collection. This is the Jules Verne 7 novels. Uh, so let's start off with how the book is. It contains, as you can see, it contains 7 novels by Jules Verne and some of the most iconic works of the last century, including the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and Journey to the Center of the Earth are here. The cover, as usual, is gorgeous. As you can see, the letters here are slightly raised, so that's something different in this book from the other Barnes and Noble leatherbounds that have come out. For example, I have here the complete Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. You'll see these are kind of like indented, they're inside. However, this book has the letters slightly risen up. This gives a very nice effect to the overall cover of the book. It's in red and gold, which gives a very classy look to the book, and it's really nice. It's a very nice touch. The side has it's said Jules Verne 7 novels. It's an awesome illustration in my opinion. And the back, although these are not raised, these are set in, but the back definitely has a very retrograde feel to the gives a very retrograde feel to the book. So overall the cover is definitely very beautiful, and I got it for around 1000 INR. So in my opinion that was pretty cheap. However, I would have to return this book because it's torn on the the cover is torn, as I'll show you. Yeah, as you can see that the cover is torn. However, I would have loved to keep this book if it was in pristine condition. One bad thing about this book, however, is the fact that it has no illustrations. Apart from the gorgeous cover and the front and the back maps, I think the maps were devised by Jules Verne himself, since it says, as you can see, it says Barbaria in Africa. So and it has the same map on the back cover as well. So apart from these maps, which are indeed beautifully illustrated, there are absolutely no other pictures in the book, no other illustration, which I would think should be a part of any premium quality book. So coming to the stories, here you can see Round the Moon. So each story has its own content, and there's a central content which lists just the stories. Yeah, so as you can see, there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 stories: 4 Weeks in a Balloon, Journey to the Center of the Earth, From the Earth to the Moon, Round the Moon. Yeah, so, and the edges are gilded, and you get a bookmark as well, that's also golden. So my final impressions would be that even though the book is gorgeous, I wouldn't recommend buying it, since there are no illustrations in the book, which is frankly a must for me in a book this premium. Like there were great illustrations in Grimm's fairy tales, the original Grimm's fairy tales, and great illustrations in Nikola Tesla's full work as well, which I have got. I will admit that there are no such illustrations in the complete tales and poems of Edgar Allan Poe, but I forgive that because of the morbid nature of the tales that were portrayed by Poe. This book is fairly thicker than your normals. Like Poe is, as you can see, it's slightly thinner than this book. There are 7 stories in all, and unless you're a die-hard fan of Jules Verne, I would not recommend this book because of the obvious absence of illustrations, but other than that, it's a great edition, great page quality. As you can see, the edges are gilded. There's a bookmark as well, book ribbon. So beautiful edition, great stuff. If you are really interested in getting a Jules Verne book, this is the absolute edition. Unless there are a few illustrations that I've seen for like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which were great, which should have been included in this book, but are not. Yeah, and one last thing, the package that it came in was not really that good. That might have been the reason the cover got torn in the transit, as you can see here. But I'll be returning it, so that's that. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like, and do ask any questions that you may have about it. And yeah, happy reading.